Hi, everyone. Welcome to Make an Impact Monday, first one of 2022. Thank you so much for being here today on this live where we are going to bust the myths about Evergreen versus going live in your business. If this is the first time that you're running into me, hello. My name is Lori Joy. I'm the host of Make an Impact Monday and the owner of this particular group. And I love having you here. Today, we are really going to up the ante with going live in our business this year. And I'm going to show you exactly why you need to be doing this today. So if you're here live, say hello, Carrie Curl. Great to see you. Great to have you with me. Here we are. I hope everyone had a restful and safe holiday season. Now, what I want to do is bust some myths about Evergreen, tell you why boot camps and going live trump and why I'm so passionate about them. I have some exciting announcements to tell you moving forward with this group. And so you want to stay on to the live so I can tell you all about it. I can't wait to inform you about all the new things that we have coming down the pipe. Now, going live, as we know, sometimes gets a bad rap. And it's funny, I watch this and I see all of these comments, especially Facebook ads, where Evergreen people are trying to convince you that Evergreen is the end all be all and way to go. Okay. And so I see words like, especially when it comes down to live launching, words like it's exhausting, right? And it's overwhelming and it's time consuming and there's too many moving parts and you need an entire team and you're only launch dependent. And I'm here today to share with you how all of that is pure bullshit. And I'm going to break it down for you and telling you that live launching, right, versus running your business evergreen will surpass it in every single way, every single time. Now, I'm not here to say that there are not moments when parts of your business should be evergreen. I'm talking about launching. Okay. I'm talking about launching. Of course, you're going to have automation in your business, right? But what's going to happen is that you are going to have live launching all wrapped up and ready to go. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. Good morning, and Jeanette. Good morning, Melissa. Good morning, Caitlin. Lovely to see you ladies here. Okay, first of all, let's talk about what the Evergreen gurus aren't telling you. Okay, in order to make you think that Evergreen is sexy and it's the thing to do, and I can just run my business on automation and I never have to do anything and it's all great. It's not true. It's not true. And then I'm going to tell you why launching live will trump everything that you're doing to bring people into your business. Okay. And the last thing that I'm going to talk about is why boot camps are the way to go. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to be teaching you how to create your own boot camp for your business live here in this group from January 17th to the 21st. So I am really excited, right? The team and I are getting ready for you. We are excited to bring that training for you. And I'm telling you, it is going to change the face of your business. So you want to mark it on your calendar right now, right away, 17th to the 21st, Monday to Friday. Be here in the group. Don't want to miss it. And all of the announcements and everything you need will be here. So you'll be fine. Now, Evergreen gurus, right, aren't telling you, right? They aren't telling you. They're telling you now that everyone who talks about Evergreen and is seeing people and have their Evergreen business, I'm not saying that it's evil. Like I said, Evergreen, there are parts of your business where you will have automation, but how hard is it to convert someone who doesn't know you, like you, and trust you into a buyer? How hard is that, ladies? Tell me in the comments. How hard is it to convert someone who doesn't know you, like you, or trust you and turn them into a buyer? It takes a long freaking time. It takes a long, long time. Okay. So when I hear someone who runs their entire business evergreen say, and this is just one of the million things that they say that I don't agree with, that you don't need a large audience to get started, it makes me cringe. It makes me cringe because, yes, and it's very difficult. It makes me cringe because maybe you don't need a large audience to start going evergreen, but you definitely need a large audience to make it profitable. End of line, end of story. Now, after going live in my own business for nearly a decade, I know that nothing moves the needle like showing up live for your people. So this year, ladies, I want to challenge you to put going live as part of your business strategy. I want you to have going live, launching live as part of your business strategy for 2022. Now, a show of hands in the crowd, whether you're watching this live here with us or you're on the replay, how many of you ladies have attended a live event in your lifetime? Okay. A live event, whether that's for your network marketing company, whether that's going to, an internet guru influencers, kind of event that they run. Show of hands, just the me, or a drop an emoji in the comments. How many of you have attended a live event in your life? Okay. Even if it's just a concert, for God's sake, anything. Now, after having run live events in my business for more than a decade, you and I both know, right? So, Jeanette has done one. Who else has attended a live event? We both know there is nothing like it. There's nothing like it. When you walk into a live event, the energy in the room is palpable because you are in a room of like-minded people who are all there for the same reason. Okay, now I'm going to tell you a little example. I'm going to give you a little story here. I attended, and this is what got the ball rolling for me, like going live and doing my own business and thinking that there was more to life than just, being at home and being, a mom, which is a wonderful thing, but I was just made for more. So what happened is I had attended a health and wellness event, and there was 17,000 people in the room. And I walked in at 8:30 in the morning, and the lights were flashing and the music was pumping like boom, 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 right? And I was slack-jawed. I literally stood there, right? Jaw dropped, because I was just like, I had never been in a room with like-minded people all wanting the same thing and having all of this excitement. Okay. As someone who has spoken on stages for more than 2 decades, I know that when I step onto a stage and I have a live audience in front of me, I have the wherewithal to move them in a very short amount of time. I can see them. They can see me. I can make eye contact. I can interact with them. I can read the room and tweak my speech accordingly to fit their needs, their wants, their desires. That is powerful stuff. Even here on a live with you, I can read your comments. I can sense how you are. I know most of you in this group when you show up live. I know your business. So I can really speak to you live. And you, more importantly, as an audience member of mine, can see me. So you can see me, you can hear me, you can get to know me, trust me, like me, right? Or not, right? You cannot get the same result from a 5-page PDF. So I want to ask you to put live launching on your to-do list for this year as part of your business strategy so that you are able to grow not only your email list, your group, your community, but grow outside of your comfort zone. Because there's not a lot of people that feel very comfortable going live. Now, this is a skill set that I have developed my entire life. And, right, I hear a lot of you say, I'm uncomfortable going live. Well, that's a story that you have to stop telling yourself because you're not serving your people by not going live. I'm going to say it again because I feel so passionate about it. Ladies, you are not serving your people by not going live and giving them valuable content and allowing them to see you. Now, it's hard to sell someone. It is hard to sell someone who doesn't hear your voice, see your face, and just consumes the crazy amount of content that we as entrepreneurs are pressured to keep putting out. It's not changing the know, like, and trust factor in your business. People are not buying from someone that they do not know, that they do not like, and that they do not trust. End of story. It's just that simple. So when you aren't putting a live component, especially into your launch, then you're robbing your people the opportunity to get to know you, to get to become personal with you, to get to like you, right? So in order for people to get that know, like, and trust, it's very hard to do that from a 5-page guide. It's very hard to do that from a blog post. It's very hard to do that from a pre-recorded webinar. It is not going to move the needle to the sale like you're hoping it will. Trust me. I have been there. I have been live in business for 11 years. Nothing moves the needle like going live. Nothing. Because another lie that we have been told as an entrepreneur is to put out all of this content. And the more content you put out there, the more valuable and profitable your business will be. And we all know, anyone who has been in business for quite some time, you know, ladies, that is pure horse manure. The more content you put out, right? 7 to 10 times a day on Facebook, do a reel, get on TikTok, be on Instagram, do a story, do all of these things. And you just keep putting out all of this free content, and all you're attracting is freebie seekers. That's all you're doing. So when you show up to a boot camp, or you show up live, I'll get to a boot camp in a minute, but when you show up live, right, the only way you're going to take from someone from not knowing you on day one, and then taking out their credit card and buying from you on day 5, is going live with them every single day. Which leads to my third point, why boot camps are queen. Okay? We have surpassed the king. We are at the queen. This is why boot camps are queen. If you can start to put on your calendar that you're going to show up and teach your people your expertise for 5 days straight, is something that is going to move the needle in your business. Now, if you are on my email list, you caught, yes, Carrie, you caught my breakdown of 2021. How we launched our business live for the entire year, doing the one thing repeatable, and we hit the 100K mark in 9 months. Okay? And we are going to far surpass that this year. So what's happening is I can speak and show you the exact strategy I use in order to do this. So I wonder, and I may upset some of you by saying this, but I'm going to take a chance. I wonder that if you can't commit to doing this in your business, how committed you are to growing it. And I can honestly, and I want to tell you a story why I say that. I can honestly sit here and say that because I have, over the last decade, watched women say that they want to have a business. And then when it comes time to actually do the things that move the needle in the business, they're very uncomfortable. And sometimes, and this is in their own words, some of them have said they have self-sabotaged their business when it comes to doing income-producing activities. And when I heard that come out of my client's mouth for the first time, my heart broke. Because I thought here, and I was really shocked, because I thought, here is a beautiful woman who is talking about sharing her expertise with the world and talking about all of the things that she wants to teach other women in business. And yet she was not showing up fully when it came time to launch her business. So the days of you the days of you not going live, the days of you saying you're afraid to go live, the days of you saying, I don't know how to go live, need to come to an end in 2022. To me, that's just an old story that you're telling yourself. And you, my beautiful women in my community, you are here to rewrite your story. Because when it comes to your business, it's really not about us, right? It's not about us. It's about our clients. And if you truly have something that can change the life of another person, then you should be live shouting it from the rooftops. And if you aren't, then I need you to dig deep and ask why. Because we were all very uncomfortable, no matter what the new thing we did for the first time. So let me give you an example. The first time we learned to drive was nerve-wracking and uncomfortable. I remember my dad taking me for driver's lessons. He's like, okay, kid, let's go out on the highway. And I was like shaking at the wheel. He's like, okay, bring it up to 70, bring it up to 80, bring it up to 90. He's like, there's people behind you. And I was like, whoa, it was uncomfortable. Now I can drive the highway and speed like a demon. It doesn't bother me at all, right? Think about the first time we learned to ice skate, or we learned to swim, or we learned to cook something. Anything we do for the first time is uncomfortable. It's messy. It's clumsy. And then you just keep doing it, and it becomes more streamlined, and it becomes easier, and it becomes slick. And there's no second guessing your ability when it comes to you doing that particular thing. So if you're not going live for your people and letting them get to know, like, and trust you, you are losing money every day that passes you by. Now, I promised you that I was going to tell you of some new and very special ways that we can work together this year. I am so excited. I've been wanting to do these for a long time, and over the Christmas break, took a little bit of clarity, put some things together, and we have this in motion. So if you are on my email list, you're going to get a beautiful email today that gives you all of the details, right? How we can work together. So I didn't offer these in 2021. You're the first ones to hear about it. And because you're part of my community, and I love my community, and you're here in this group or you're on my email list, you're going to get to know how we can work together. So there's actually 3 ways. The first way is my free 5-day boot camp that is happening from January 17th to the 21st right here in this group. And I'm going to come to you live every day for 5 days and walk you through the boot camp process. Okay. We have a lot of fun. There's prizes, but you have to be committed. The first day you walk in, you have a blank page. And by the end of day 5, you walk away with your entire boot camp laid out for you. The second way, and this is new, and it's a one-on-one service, and there's limited spaces. I'm only doing a couple a month for the year, is a bootcamp building session. So for those of you who don't have time to come and consume the free 5-day bootcamp, I have a 2-hour one-on-one session where we'll sit down on Zoom, and you and I will flesh out your entire bootcamp in 2 hours or less. Okay. And you get my eyeballs all over it. You get my immediate feedback. It's a strategy session. You walk away, you have it done. Ba-boom, bada bing. Okay. And the third one is it's a done for you service. Okay. And this is really limited, 1 or 2 times a month at most. And it's launching live in a day. So it's a high-end done for you service where you hire me, a live launch expert, to build out your entire live launch for you. So we meet at 1 hour at the beginning of the day. I ask you any clarifying questions that I need to know in relation to your business. You go away and do your thing, and I work the rest of the day, and I put in your entire live launch together. It's delivered to you in a Google Drive with not only the strategy, but all the moving components and everything you need to live launch. So you just come, give me all the information. I build it for you because I am good at that. It's my I'm an educator and professor by trade. It's what I do. And you walk away at the end of the day having everything you need to live launch. Now, the bootcamp building session and the live launch session is application only. But the wonderful thing about you being here in this group or being on my email list is for a very short amount of time, the next 2 weeks to be exact, I'm offering a significant discount to a limited amount of spots where you can jump in and get this one-on-one service done for you at a very discounted rate, a highly discounted rate. It's just my way of saying thank you for being in my community, for giving back. I'm always wanting to give back. So check your emails today and you will see all of it broken down, exactly how you get the opportunity, and you can start actually booking it today and coming in. So it's very exciting. So thank you so much for being here. I am here every Monday live at noon Eastern. You want to put that on your calendar, come here, consume and hang with me, ask questions. I am going to make live launching so simple for you. You will think, what have I been doing my entire life? And where has Lori been? And that's why you're here, Live Launch Simplified. It's not about making it difficult. It's not about making it overwhelming. It's not about doing anything of that nature. All woohoo, Sydney Eva's watching her email inbox. I love it. What's going to happen is that live launching can be something that you can do very easily, and I'm going to break it down for you. Okay, I'm going to break it down. There's nothing difficult about live launching. There's no overwhelm. Once you have your bootcamp built out, you just rinse and repeat. So excited to offer you the chance to get your live launch done for you, get your bootcamp building session done for you, to have you here with me January 17th to the 21st to get your entire bootcamp planned out. I cannot wait to see you then. I will see you next Monday here live. Take care, everyone. Thanks for being here. Bye-bye.